So, James Watson.
Here we are.
I've been, since the day I heard that you were going to be here for the 2017 Spring Fishing Classic at the Bass Pro Shops Round Rock store, I've been super excited. Because I've been following you on Major League Fishing. Now, I'm going to be honest, I didn't know of you before Major League Fishing, but as soon as I saw you on Major League Fishing, I saw this one segment and it just tied me to you, dude, right?
Well,
you were talking about an eagle grabbing a fish.
those are signs.
Those signs.
I'm always looking for signs. You know, you gotta have a clue somehow. And sometimes the sign might be I spot an arrowhead up on the bank and it's pointed in a particular direction. Well, that's a sign, and you gotta take that sign and run with it. It might point in that direction, so go that direction. You know what I mean?
That's it. You know, I look for signs all the time. You know, that particular time, it was like you were going straight up America. You were talking bald eagles, swooping down, grabbing a fish, picking it up, and dropping it right where you needed to be.
That's
man.
America.
You know, that's America.
That's right.
You know, but what really caught me was your personality.
That's all I got. My good looks and personality. Because my fishing skills right now are in the tank.
You know, it's easy for you to say that, but you know, from the outside looking in, you know, what you're doing is super impressive. And you know, I'm going to catch up on, I'm going to follow up on all the other stuff that you get involved with. But as far as Major League Fishing goes, that's a super impressive format to begin with. And I'm not a media guy. I'm a tournament angler that just happens to be involved with media stuff.
You bet.
You know, we accompany all the adventures that we do. You know, we accompany social media with it, whether it's audio, video, whatever it may be.
See, you're well-rounded. See, I have to hire people to do this for me. See, you fish and do all your own social media, PR stuff. Well, I have to hire somebody to do that because I'm not up on it.
Well, so where are you from?
I'm from around Springfield, Missouri. Actually, I live on Table Rock Lake, closer to Big Cedar Lodge.
Wow.
Home of Bass Pro.
Is that where you grew up at?
I did, on Table Rock Lake.
What tournament trails did you start fishing? I mean, how did you get? You know, a lot of us fish.
Right.
Very few of us end up becoming super diehard, dedicated tournament anglers.
You know, when I was younger, I fished what's now the BFL, used to be called the Red Man. And I was they weren't co-anglers back in the day, but I didn't have a boat, so it was a draw format. And I actually would draw out at these Red Man tournaments and draw out with a motor and go fish. And that's how I got started. And then there used to be a super awesome Pro-Am format back in Missouri. It actually started, Ernie Daughtry started in 1988, called Central Pro-Am. And he used to draw 150 boats, and at the time it was $300 or $400 entry fee. First place on the pro side, sometimes $10,000 to $15,000. It was a big circuit back then. We're talking early '90s, and then in 1993 I joined the Army, and I was gone. It was bass clubs and military bass anglers. That's all I could do.
So, do you have any interaction with the Army bass anglers?
Not since I've been out.
Okay.
So
a couple friends of ours, they run it, and they're pretty heavy into it.
Yeah, I loved it. In the mid-'90s and stuff, I actually was stationed at Fort Drum, New York, and we had a division up there, and it was great. I mean, we fought the crap out of it. It was so much fun living up in upstate New York, Fort Drum, Watertown, New York, Clayton, New York. It was awesome.
So where's your favorite place to fish in the country?
I think my favorite place to fish in the country, I really like Okeechobee. I do well, I can figure it out pretty quick, but you know what, my favorite place would have to be home. You know, home of Bass Pro right there at Table Rock Lake. And a close second, Lake the Ozarks. We got some great fisheries up there.
You know, I've been up to Broken Bow,
Uh-huh.
and I love Broken Bow. You know, Broken Bow, I got a tournament coming up on Table Rock this year.
Yeah.
I think I'll be heading up there for it. But I'll be fishing on a kayak.
There you go.
You know, so lot of us around here, you know, the kayak scene, it's really starting to take off. Yeah,
that is huge. You know, we're sitting here, I'm looking at this Sim kayaks right here. I got one on my order this year with Bass Pro, so I'm kind of continue to TJ. You better fix this. It's still on back order. When it gets warm, I want to get out in there.
Well, I tell you, you know, I think Texas is really, really fortunate to have people like you down here, you know, fishing our lakes. You know, if you ever want to go out and kind of get a behind-the-scenes look at the really good places around Central Texas and beyond.
You should have done that a month ago.
Yeah, I needed that a month ago, my friend, because I went out there and caught me a whopping 4 pounds this week.
I wish I would have known you before this weekend, or before this week, because Travis is my home lake.
It's a beautiful pond, I can tell you that. Beautiful water, lots of fish in it and stuff. You know, I just mentally, I've been struggling for a little over a month now mentally. Kind of, bass fishing is kind of a weird deal. You get kicked down, and some people don't get kicked down, but you know, I hit a home run every once in a while, then I struggle, and then I'll hit another home run. You know, I'm not an even keel fisher.
What's causing you to struggle though? I mean, you know, you're up there on a platform that you're fishing against Edwin Evers, you know, Scott Martin, Jacob Wheeler. You're fishing with the best of the best. I mean, you know, we all used to watch all these FLW tournaments, and we still do, but I think the way that it's perceived now from the public side is like MLF is the best of the best. Well, and so just knowing that you've performed with them and beat them, it's got to be huge for your mental strength.
Well, I kind of take things different than other guys. You know, I love bass fishing. I love tournament fishing. It is a focus of my income now. But to be honest with you, if I didn't have it, I have another source, you know, that takes care of, you know, I've always told people, first and foremost, always take care of business at home. All right, make sure business is ran all right. And I'm fortunate enough, everything's all right. And I got a good company. I got a great office full of people taking care of business. I can get out here and fish. Since 2013, I've been on the road hard. And that's all because I got good people I can rely on back home in St. Robert, Missouri, right outside the front gates of Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, at my Realty Executive's office.
Let's plug your business.
They did.
Let's plug your business. Who and what and where is your business?
Dude, I've got the most phenomenal real estate office any person could ever ask for. And that's, again, right outside the front gates of Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, home of the U.S. Army engineer.
That's where I did all of my MP training at.
Military police, all right.
Got kicked out of a lot of strip clubs.
That's right.
When I was a young Marine.
If you'll notice this right here, this is Uranus Fudge Factory. That is Big Louie's.
Gotcha.
All right. So, he's a good friend of mine. But, you know, I got stationed there in Fort Leonard Wood in 1997. I was an engineer. And got there in 1997. It was my third duty station. And ended up getting out 9/11. The 9/11 was my first day of terminal leave. Wow. And I
You're
stayed there.
I was get called back.
I know. You know, they don't ever start a stop loss until about 6 months into a conflict. But I was fortunate. You know, I declined Sergeant First Class and got out. And I miss being a non-commissioned officer. You know what? I'd give this bass fishing up right now if they would just give me all my rank back and let me go in there and push through. Yeah. I guess it's a lot different now, though.
Yeah.
Back when I was in, it was pretty wild. I mean, you got to.
Well, you know, I think it's still wild. It's just a little bit more politically correct.
Yeah, I don't do political.
You know, now it's not so much a Marine or a soldier or an airman goes out and gets in a fight. Now it's you go out and it's an international incident.
Yeah, you've seen me on television. Am I politically correct?
I think you are for the most part. I think you are for the most part.
Oh, boy.
But you know what? I like the way that your personality comes out as a contrast to a lot of the personalities that I see coming out from the other anglers. I see you as being more playful. You know, I see when you start to get stressed or it's time for business, I feel like you kind of notch that off by instituting a little bit of humor, having fun with hollering at or something like that.
Got a question from Reed. He says that Reed Fairbanks wants to know if there's a chance to get Brass Watson and the fishing skills back from G-Man this weekend.
Hey, good question.
Yeah.
You need to ask that question to G. By the way, he owes me a return phone call. Gerald owns him. He owes me a lot of things. All right. My brass Watson needs to come back to the house immediately.
That's a call out.
So you're out here fishing Travis with FLW.
Yes.
What? I know that you're right in the middle of a tournament, so you can't let too much go.
No, I'm out.
You're in?
And today's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the only top 20 is tomorrow, and I think my two roommates actually made the top 20 cut. Jeremy Lawyer is in third, and I think Casey Scanlon, who's supposed to be here tonight, I think he finished 20th, so I think they both get to fish tomorrow.
Wow.
Tough. It was tough on me. I'm telling you, from day one, I struggled, and I'm really hard-headed. I'm seriously hard-headed. Guys, I'm telling you right now, if you see me down at the bottom, it's because the fish didn't bite the way I wanted them to, the way I like to fish. And this goes back, I'm already qualified for the Cup, so points don't matter to me this year. I'm going to go out and have a good time and fish my strengths. And if it happens, great. If it doesn't, guess what? I'll be at the bottom, and I've been at the bottom of both tournaments.
Well, you know what? I watched every round this year or this season so far. You guys are on Lake of the Ozarks right now, and I think you were on I forget what creek arm it was in this last one, but you pulled up to a shoreline that you started power fishing, and I could tell that your bite didn't turn on.
Yeah.
You were there searching for that bite, a bigger bite. I think you knew it was there.
Yeah.
I think you could have cleaned house, but it just didn't show up.
I quit when the start of the second period, if you're talking about the elimination round, the Ott one.
Yeah, exactly.
I started back in the creek, Ott, Birds, and myself started back in the creek. We were all neck and neck, and the second period rolled around. I was like, no, time for the big spoon. And that was the wrong idea because that water in the Niangua was really, really dirty, probably the dirtiest on the whole lake. And that old spoon bite doesn't work. It won't work if you don't have visibility of 3 or 4 foot. And so I'm out there in the second period trying to make it happen in that dirtier water.
Well, that's
And the whole time I'm falling behind. There's no way to catch back up and go one pounder.
Well,
I had to stay committed to that.
It was such a big difference from, I think, the previous round. I think I saw you up fishing dirty water, pitching jigs, and all that floating timber, that
Swimming and
standing
jig.
timber.
Yep.
You were catching them pretty good up there. And I remember seeing Short pull a big one out of your spot.
Yeah, I got you, Kevin Short.
Oh man, I watched it. I was stressing.
Yeah.
I was sitting there tweeting, saying, "Come on, James, come on, you can do it." But I mean, ever since I saw you have that last little power move that you pulled when you started flipping that spoon,
I went to one dock. I had time for one dock.
it was I could tell you were at the end of a marina,
Yep.
and you had a couple open slips.
Yep.
And what did you start doing? What were you using?
Well, the end of that dock sitting about 60 foot of water, and I was flipping a big Nitro Flash Bass Pro spoon, and which they don't make anymore. But guess what? River to Sea is making us a spoon right now. It's going to be a James Watson spoon jacking delight coming out hopefully by this summer. Perfect for spoon jacking in both docks. All right.
When you were pitching your spoon back in there, how much time were you letting it fall all the way to the bottom?
Yep, I was. Now you don't generally do that, all right? But in some cases you want to see how deep some of those fish are. And when I caught a big crappie, it was my first one. They didn't show it on TV. My first flip was a big giant. I mean, damn near a 3-pounder. And I thought, all right, you catch a big crappie, guess what's going to happen? There's going to be some bass.
We've got a question from the audience. If you could change what you know now for the next 2 days, what would it be?
On Travis?
On Travis.
On Travis,
What would you change?
fish deep.
Fish deep?
Yeah, fish deep. I'm talking football, drop shot.
I've noticed,
Yeah.
Travis is Chico and I's home lake.
Yep.
And we spend more time on that lake launching out of Jones Brothers Park more than anybody else we probably know.
Yep.
And I fished the Texas Tournament Zone also, which is Basketball Tournament Trail. I fished a couple Basketball Tournament Trails, and we were out there too. It seems like all of my bigger bites always come from either just getting fortunate and dropping something right in that bush. If it's not that, it's going 3/8 ounce or heavier in 20 plus feet of water.
Yep.
That's where all of my 3+ pound class bites come from on that lake.
Well, here's the deal. Again, talking about fishing my strengths. I threw a spinner bait, I threw a buzz bait a lot. We had 60 to 64 degree water. And there wasn't hardly any bass of shallow. There was some caught, but the majority of the good fish are being weighed in right now are deep fish.
Well,
and I don't fish deep.
I've had 3 tournaments already this year, whether it be a bass boat tournament trail or a kayak trail, and I just won one on Saturday, and I've got like 9 big bass treatments, awards in like the last 4 or 5 months.
Right.
And up until now, all of my fish are in those still in those transition zones from like 4 foot to 12 foot. Any place that's got a nice little drop off or a heavy grass line, right before it pulls right back and opens up into a spawning flat.
Yep.
That's where I'm catching all my big fish from. That's where I'm going through my numbers of fish. I mean, that's the zone right now.
A lot of these guys are fishing drains, the middle of those guts and cuts, and a lot of guys are out there off the big rounded points where they actually cap off and roll off the deep water.
Well, in TTZ, it was like close to 21 pounds won it. I know what won it. I know the guys that won it, but I don't want to say yet. But it's even in that tournament. We've been experiencing the same thing you all have been experiencing. 30, 40, 50, 60 fish a day, and you can't even hardly buy a 14-inch fish.
It's unreal to fish.
What do you think about the quads? Did you catch any
I
quads?
caught one today finally.
Pretty, huh?
Yeah, it was a keeper. You know what I did? Just chucked them on my shoulder.
They call them guacamoles.
Yeah.
That's the thing guys
Yeah.
call them. Guacamole bass.
James,
Thanks for
I don't
having
want
me.
to take up any more of your time, but we
Keep Austin
appreciate you.
fishing.
Yes,
Keep
sir.
Austin fishing.
Yeah,
brother.
look at that.
Yeah.
If you've got
That's awesome. That's good stuff.
If you've got a secret profile or something, you want to stay involved with us, we would
All right.
love to have you. Anytime you're in Texas, please let us know.
Absolutely.
Like I said,
Go
it
to-
seems so fun.
Go to James Watson Professional Angler. If you're watching, go to my pro page, James Watson Professional Angler. Like it. Man, I do a ton of giveaways throughout the year. So just go like my page. That's first and foremost.
And James Watson Fishing on Twitter.
That's right.
I follow.
I don't even know.
I follow.
Yeah,
I
he's
told
got
you.
it down. He's a big fan,
I
man.
am, man. I am.
That's who we want to talk to.
Thank you.
All right, keep
Thanks,
Austin
James.
fishing. Last 30 seconds. Any last questions?
No.
All right.
All the employees are watching.
Thank you.
I got this.